What up, squad? Welcome back to the channel. Hit the like button right now. I appreciate you guys in advance. Thank you. Hit the like button, like for real. Today's video is inspired by a question from my man David Wilkerson. Let's say my son name. David Wilkerson, 8103. He says, I struggle believing that I can actually achieve the weight loss due to multiple failures. How did you overcome those negative thoughts and find motivation? This is a great question. I come across this a lot. And I actually have 9 very specific pieces of advice for overcoming this. I dealt with this. I've overcome it. I've helped hundreds of my clients overcome this very same thing. So I want you to start off this video feeling optimistic because there is a solution. And no matter who you are, if you follow these steps, you will find success with this. All right. So the first thing I want you to do is to reframe these past failures. So if you can look at those past failures as necessary steps, as an opportunity for you to learn what doesn't work for you. Every single time I failed at weight loss in the past, the time that I actually figured it out, I used everything that I learned from those failures. So with that being true, you can't have success. And this is not just true for weight loss. This is true for anything that you're pursuing in life. You cannot have success without failure. So if you just redefine what failure means to you, right now, failure may have a negative connotation because it makes you feel bad about yourself. You feel incapable. You feel like a failure, but you're not. Any successful person who lost weight or built a billion-dollar company has failed several times. So sit down and reflect on your past failures. Think about what happened. Like really extract the wisdom, extract the gems from those past failures so that you can use them in your strategy going forward. And anytime the memory of failure makes you feel a negative emotion, remember what I'm telling you. You need those experiences. All right, so the next thing I want you to do is I want you to be compassionate with yourself. We are human, and a big part of the human experience is failure, is imperfection. That comes with being human. You're gonna mess up. You're not gonna be perfect every time. But the beautiful thing about the human experience and the human mind is we get better as we continue. That's why consistency over intensity is my motto. Because the more you're consistent, the more you learn, right, from your failures. It's about relentlessness, consistency over intensity. Speaking of which, I'm going to be doing a collaboration with Incline Wear on a consistency over intensity t-shirt. Stay on the lookout for that. Be compassionate with yourself. Be kind to yourself. It's going to take multiple failures for you to finally reach success. That's just the process. You can't avoid it. The next thing I suggest you're doing is to seek professional help. I have coaches in several areas of my life. The thing about coaching that is so brilliant, right? Whether it's group coaching or one-on-one coaching, is you're able to leverage someone else's mistakes. The wisdom that someone else had to extract from the mistakes that they made, you're able to leverage that wisdom by just simply paying them for that wisdom so that you don't have to feel the pain. That's essentially what you're doing when you're paying for a coach. You're skipping steps. You're expediting your process. All right. I'm currently taking on online coaching clients. I don't want you to click a link. I want to have a conversation with you first. So if you're interested in either group coaching or one-on-one coaching, drop your Instagram handle down below or your email address, and I will reach out to you. All right, preferably Instagram handle, because I like to have conversations via DM. If you're in a position where you can afford to get coaching, get the coaching. And get coaching from someone who understands the contribution of your mindset to your weight loss goal. We all know we gotta eat right? We all know we gotta exercise, but get someone who can teach you how to stick to it. Next thing, you want to understand and remind yourself constantly why you're pursuing this goal. And you have to make sure that your why is something strong enough, because you're gonna have to deal with the negative thoughts of the past experiences of failures. You're gonna have to deal with the ups and downs. You're gonna have to deal with the binges. You're gonna have to deal with the resistance from your family and friends. There's a lot that you have to deal with if you're gonna be successful at weight loss. And if you don't have the right things driving you, if you're not doing it for the right reasons, and most of the time the right reason is either connected to your health, to your family, right? Something other than you, or life or death. Truly, right? For me, it was my children. For me, I wanted to enjoy life in a healthy body. I didn't like being fat. I was over it, right? So identify why you really want to do it, and find a reason that really matters to you, and remind yourself every time you feel negative emotions, or you feel discouraged, remind yourself of your why. The next way to compete with this is to build a support system that includes accountability, right? Whether that's working out with a friend or a family member, whether that's joining some sort of online community, right? Make sure you are surrounding yourself with energy or with people who are pursuing the same goal as you. Because here's the thing about pursuing anything that makes you better, right? Whether that's weight loss, whether you're pursuing, a business idea, it's lonely. It is lonely. Most people are going to be very triggered by your efforts to better yourself. That's just the sad reality of the world we live in, because everyone is addicted to mediocrity. Everyone is addicted to comfort, right? So when they see you doing something outside of your comfort zone, what they're going to try to do is, because they're going to feel triggered, they're going to feel self-conscious because, oh, I'm not working out, I'm not eating healthy. They're going to try to say things to you to get you back into your comfort zone. So it's important to surround yourself with the right people, put yourself in supportive environments, because that will take you so far in this journey. Make fit friends. Make friends who, are pursuing the same thing as you. All right, next thing I want you to do, set some attainable goals. Now, a lot of us, we want to lose 50, 75, 100 pounds. Yes, I get that. Beautiful. But when your mind thinks about losing 100 pounds, it automatically gets discouraged, right? That's like me standing at the bottom of a mountain, looking up at a 15,000-foot mountain and feeling like, God damn, do I really want to do this? Probably not, right? But when you set the goal to, hey, the first goal, I just want to be consistent. I want to go to the gym 3 days this week, right? Break this big goal down into smaller goals that are achievable so that you can create some momentum. Super important. Create some momentum, right? So set small attainable goals that will allow you to rebuild your confidence. The more wins you can gather, the more confidence that you will build in yourself. And the more confidence you build in yourself, the more those past experiences of failure will no longer be relevant, right? But you have to be intentional about this, right? You have to be systematic about this. All right, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to focus on educating yourself. Educate yourself on nutrition. Educate yourself on the science of exercise, because that's another thing that's going to help you become more confident. Educate yourself on the nature of your mind. Educate yourself on the contributions of your emotional states to the way that you eat, right? Start to journal. Learn things about yourself, learn things about nutrition, learn things about exercise. Again, this will build your confidence. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to visualize success. I did this religiously. I had a picture of The Rock. I posted my face on his body, and I would look at that thing every day. I would be obsessed with it, right? You have to start to put images into your mind that will drive you. You start to essentially brainwash yourself into believing that this vision that you are obsessed with is actually possible. But it takes time and repeated exposure. Again, consistency over intensity. Put it as the background on your phone. Put it on your refrigerator. Something that reminds you what the mission is, right? What the goal is. You have to have that top of mind, right? Because that's going to guide your decisions. It's going to guide your behaviors. Another thing, last thing, focus on building good habits. Try not to attach yourself so much to the outcome, and think about the day-to-day things that you need to do. What is the type of person you need to become in order to reach that goal? Think about that. Think about it from that perspective. Think about what inputs you can put in today, right? That will eventually lead you to your goal. Stop thinking about the finish line. Focus on the next step right in front of you. I'm telling you, it's a very helpful thing. All right. Hopefully that was helpful, guys. Again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you have any questions, I want to start doing these videos more regularly. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Also, if you want to have a conversation with me about me assisting you reaching your goals, if you want to get off that roller coaster that you've been on, right? You're real focused and you're dieting for 2 to 3 weeks and then you fall off and then you gain the weight back. If you want to get off that roller coaster, put your Instagram name down below and I will reach out to you because I want to help you. All right. Remember, the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself. So evolve. Peace.